how to write an email subject line. So you're writing an email, but you aren't sure about how to craft the perfect email subject line. Don't worry, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to successfully write an attention-grabbing and professional email subject line. Not only that, but we'll see some shocking statistics that highlight the importance of email subject lines, what makes a good email subject line, and what to avoid when writing them. And make sure you stay until the end because I'll share some email subject line examples that you can use when crafting your next professional email. What are email subject lines? The email subject line is the most important part of the email. This is also the first thing an email recipient sees when they receive an email. Without a good email subject line, an email is useless. And this is because the purpose of the subject line on an email is to give the nature of that email and grab the other person's attention to click and open as soon as possible. Without a good subject line, you fall into the risk of your email being ignored or even going to spam. You don't believe me? Here are 3 shocking email subject line statistics that will change your mind. Did you know that according to Zipia, 69% of email recipients reported spam based on the email subject line? Not only that, but 64% of email recipients decided to open or delete an email based on a subject line. And in a research conducted by HubSpot, 33% of users chose to open emails because of a catchy subject line. Shocking, right? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's now look into what makes a well-crafted email subject line that will grab your reader's attention, create excitement, and encourage them to open your email. Number 1, your subject line needs to be short. Stats have proven that emails with the highest open rate have between 6 to 10 words. Number 2, your subject line needs to be clear. Let your reader know what your email is about. Number 3, it needs to be professional. And don't worry, we're going to cover right now what you need to avoid in your email subject line. Avoid using too much punctuation. Using too much punctuation like this or this, it's absolutely a no-go. These are actually the type of subject lines that might send you immediately to the spam or the delete folder. However, you can use punctuation in your subject line if it's done the right way. For instance, like this: holiday request - John Smith. Checking in, update needed, meeting tomorrow. Okay, let's talk about the last one. According to Upsell, email subject lines with questions have an open rate 50% higher than emails without. And this is because a question immediately engages with your reader, increases their curiosity, and encourages them to open the email right away. For polished and professional email subject line, you should avoid using caps. This might trigger the spam filters and as well your email reader. I for sure get triggered when I get an email that comes with a subject line in all caps. It's like, are you screaming at me? Additionally, on an email subject line, avoid using spammy and triggering words like please read, for you, and don't delete. But don't worry, I've made a full list of words to avoid on an email subject line, and this is available on my website, emmypower.video. This link is as well on the description down below or on the pinned comment. What about emojis in an email subject line? According to Experian, an email with an emoji in the subject line has an open rate 56% higher than an email with a plain subject line. However, in a professional context, especially in a corporate environment, I would avoid using emojis. Emojis work very well in marketing and advertising emails, but if you're writing to a supervisor or your manager or even a client, I would try to avoid them. So here are email subject line examples you can use to craft your next professional email. Invitation, sales meeting on 11/11. This you can use as the subject line says if you have a specific meeting like a sales meeting or any other type. It is always important to indicate the date to make sure that people don't miss it. Let's say you have something you need to run by your manager or your supervisor for their review and approval, and you can use a subject line like this: action required, review and approve X. Let's say it is a marketing brief. Or use the following subject line: following up on a few things. For example, you're waiting on any information from your colleagues or your manager, or there is a meeting and some points and actions are outstanding understanding, and this is a professional email subject line you can use to follow up. And if you want some more tips and examples on how to craft a professional email, check out my playlist right here.